What?
We're here.
Hi. I'm... what does that say? Lukey... No, it must be my name upside down. I'm Reflex, and I'm a Streamaholic.
And hello, I'm the Warship, and I'm a Streamaholic. Now that scuff is out of the way, roll the intro.
Do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Streamaholics. Sorry about that. It has been the most scuffed setup here that we've done, probably so far. Who only just found out that we were doing it as us two, as opposed to the usual in Jim and myself. And yeah, we're here and we're ready to have a bit of a fun one tonight. How are you doing there, friend? Welcome on again.
I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm actually quite enjoying being the B-list. What is it? What do you get when you get a teacher?
You're a ringer or
teacher?
A substitute teacher. Yeah,
I'm the substitute teacher. I'm the substitute fill-in when you guys are desperate for content. You bring in the Kiwi.
Oh yeah.
So nuts and bolts to start, and then Streamaholics to maybe finish the week. Let's see if Pete pulls a new one out of him, and then goes Saturday new show, breakfast with everyone, and then it's just me again because everyone else is out.
Well, honestly, they spoke to me and they were like, all right, so do you just want to not do it this week? Or would you rather completely fuck Reflex this night and make him stay up until 3 in the morning? So I was like, you know what? I know which one I'd prefer to do. So that's why we're here.
And to be honest, you're not the first guy who's disappointed me this evening.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, we've got plenty more of this to go to disappoint you further. It'll be fine.
Shit.
But yeah, welcome guys. So essentially what today's Streamaholics will be is there'll be a little bit of a sort of a go back over a previous topic we had when you first came on. We originally spoke that you were moving to Facebook gaming, and then we've had one update since then where we had another stream where you were talking about how it was going at that time. And now we're kind of doing the next update on that because obviously, it's not like you can't just go off a 1 week and be like, oh yeah, everything's fucking great and that's it. It's not how that works. So it's good for us to get a little bit more of an update on it and sort of see how the transition is going. This is going to be a really interesting one for anyone who streams exclusively on Twitch and now perhaps is looking to make that jump across over to Facebook gaming. So probably the best thing to say there is, at a first point of contact there, I just realized some of my sub stuff. No, it's not on there. That's okay. From a first point of contact there, what do you reckon? What's the word? Should people make the jump or what are you feeling?
Well, you made mention of 3 a.m. I'm actually going to say 11:13 p.m. because we're at 11:12. It sucks. See ya. It's if you do make the jump, be prepared to start again. Start from fresh. It has its elements of good stuff. Absolutely, it does. But it also has its elements of very clearly, it's a new thing to Facebook. As we know, Facebook's been around a long time. They've primarily been a social media platform. And in the last couple of years, they've started branching out into new areas, such as, the whole metaverse wizardry, Zuckerberg special, whatever that is. And then there's also is that tracking me?
No. I was trying to set it up, make it a bit bigger.
All good. Oh, I love it when people can make it bigger for me. It's brilliant.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. So, Facebook started to branch out into newer areas, and obviously with the success that Twitch has had, especially with the pandemic around the world, people turning to streaming media for entertainment. Especially, with the pandemic, people aren't able to actually get into the studios to film the TV series that they are being paid for. Mm-hmm. So if there's nothing to watch, they go to those that are making it happen, such as people on Twitch. And obviously Facebook wanted to get their fingers in that pie as well and thought, bugger it, let's make fb.gg, which they did. And, it's on paper. Yep. It makes sense.
Yep.
Not a very big piece of paper, but it's paper. I know I'm kind of being pessimistic around it. I have had a few major concerns that I've raised with them, which I'll get into in a little bit. But um, overall, my experience is definitely, it has its pluses and its minuses. Absolutely.
So how would you feel if I said to you, all right, so right now I'm magical genie, look at me with these gimmicks. If I have the ability to snap my fingers like this and you can either continue your original trajectory on Twitch as if Facebook had never happened, or you can just leave things as they are, what would you do?
Twitch.
Yep. So you would never have made the jump if you could change it again? Interesting.
Honestly, no. It's my contract is 3 monthly.
Yep.
So every 3 months, I have to say yes, I want to continue. I have said I want to continue into the next 3, so I'm there for at least 6.
Yep.
And that was after a couple of issues that were raised.
Okay.
It feels very. I'd say cold would be the word. Twitch was built with community in mind from the get-go. Facebook was built with selling your information to advertisers in mind. And it's very much structured to the sense of, numbers-driven, analytics-driven, very much a case of you are here to do one job. Like, it personally takes the fun out of streaming for me. I used to stream 6 hours a day on Twitch when I was on Twitch. I tried doing 6 hours a day on Facebook, and I had to for my own mental health and sensibility, and the fact that I just felt completely fucking drained from it.
Yeah.
That's how much of a life suck it was. I just felt like I was there to do a job and not have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to limit it to 3 for my own health, and I've enjoyed it a lot more. Less is more kind of experience, but it definitely still has its essence of Facebook gaming is a new and upcoming platform, but it's just not quite there yet. And,
interesting. Because the last time we spoke about that, it was like we weren't particularly sure. You know what I mean? like it still kind of held a bit of a it could be okay. There's a possibility moving forward, etc., etc. For me, I looked at it as a possibility for myself, and knowing that now, it's interesting. I don't really feel like I can do that. Like in the way that I did. It's perhaps even at our last conversation, because we've gone from, it could be good. It could be the thing to do. I'm just waiting to see. To if I had a magic wand, I'd put it up my ass and then change it back to how it was. So that being said, in the next few months, will you transition back to Twitch?
Well, that's kind of where it gets a bit weird. So for those of you who follow me on Twitter, may remember at the beginning of the year, I decided I wanted to do 2 things this year, and one of them was start a podcast. But then Facebook became a thing, and everything kind of got shelved.
Yep.
Thank you. Good. Glad something like that. Everything kind of, like the almighty pinger, it was shelved. Oh fuck! I'm going to hell. Kidding. I'm married. I'm already there. When everything kind of got topsy turvy, flip shit upside down, Facebook became a thing. I moved over, and all my plans kind of became shelved.
Yeah.
So, contract basically stated, you have to stream. When you do stream, it's minimum for an hour. 20 hours a month.
Yeah.
All that jazz. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of it, so that's fine. So I ended up asking contract holder. I said, "Hey, I know it's Facebook gaming, and I know they have like podcasts and all kinds of other shit on here, but my contract specifically states gaming content on Facebook gaming. What does that actually mean when it comes to other content on Facebook. Like if I do a just chatting stream, or if I do a, hey guys, this is how you build a server, or this is how you 3D print something.
Yeah.
How far away from the mark would I be in that case? And this is what kind of confused me, and I didn't actually realize it because it wasn't clear cut in the contract. Was, fuck do you mean? We only want gaming on this platform. You can stream wherever the fuck you want for other stuff.
Yeah, okay.
What? So, hence why tonight and last Friday, I did a live mix over at twitch.tv/reflex, shameless plug. And, immediately coming back, I just had that warm and fuzzy feeling like I've been here before and I miss this. So, my initial thought back when I first started and realized, Facebook has these issues and there's going to be some issues there. If this is the case and I'm locked into this, holy crap. But no, now that I've got the leeway and breathing room to come back to Twitch to do non-gaming stuff, which I often do streams for that.
Yeah,
do. Thank you. It's just one of those things that's like, cool. I can actually go back and see a number of my community that refuse to touch Facebook with a barge pole. And honestly, I can appreciate that. Facebook's not for everyone, regardless of the level of interaction with it. But I have lost a number of what would the word be? Loyal viewers on Twitch that didn't make the jump over.
Yeah.
However, the algorithm over there, if you play the algorithm right, which we've all got, as partners, we've all got the documentation on it. It does reward you. You get all kinds of German and Indonesian people talking to you in chat in German and Indonesian.
Ah, yes, good.
So that's cool. For example, I had one person come into my channel a couple of weeks ago while I was playing. Oh my god, I feel like such an idiot. The way I responded. Basically, we were playing a game, and it was a group of three, sorry. And they wrote something in chat, and I was like, "Yeah, cool." No, not reading it. I'm Dutch, so I understand Dutch when it's spoken to me. But reading Dutch and German, even though they're close, not so fucking much.
Yeah.
So I read this, and my best interpretation of it was, "Oh, we haven't seen this game before. How many people are in a squad?" 3. Now, the answer to the question was not 3. In fact, it wasn't a question. After the stream, I took the person's comment, ran it through Google Translate, and it turns out they had said, "I wish everybody in the squad and on the stream a happy Saturday."
Aww.
And my dumbass goes, "Yes, 3.
Yes.
Stop laughing at me!"
Good. Very good. That is the online equivalent of someone saying, "Here you go, enjoy your meal," and you're like, "You too." Ah.
Yes. Oh man, no,
fantastic.
For Arion, this was the Cycle Frontier. When that was open beta for a couple of weeks, that was when they came. I was like, "Oh, good luck to everybody in the squad." Yes, 3.
Mm-hmm. Yes, mm-hmm. Yes, fantastic.
I haven't seen them since.
All right, so that's interesting. Like, because for me, are you telling me, I guessed, right? Realistically speaking, are you telling me that I could go to Facebook right now and be like, "Yo, give me the mega amazing Risty, and I'll do some streams for you where I'll only game, and then I'll go over to Twitch and I'll do what I usually do here and just chat without problems," because they make it seem like you are going like beyond the veil. This is the final frontier. You cannot leave, at least from Twitch's side.
And to be honest, that's what I thought, and that's what I thought when I read the contract, because I read that motherfucker over a couple of times, page to page, just to make sure, and it wasn't clear that you could still, like, it doesn't specifically say you can only game content on this page. Everything else you can go anywhere else you want. Obviously they want to try and keep that as much as they can on Facebook.
Yeah.
But the fact that Facebook gaming has such I'll say now the bugs. I'll go through the issues that have been pretty much deal breakers for some people.
Yeah.
Facebook gaming's clipping system is fucked.
Yeah.
It is completely knackered. I raised an email with them. Partners get direct email response to them. I raised a ticket. Within an hour, I had them come back and say, all right, prove it. So I proved it. And I said, all right, cool, leave it with us. Came back a couple of days later. We don't see this problem. Okay, I said, horse shit. Still happening. Look, here's another video of it happening. So they've taken it. It's now been 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And I've had an email once a week coming back saying, hey, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
Hey, this. Like, Jesus Christ, you're $1 billion company. How are you? Okay, sure. Yep, all good.
Yep.
Never mind. I've made a clipping solution, directly from OBS myself, so I don't need to worry about it too much now. So it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. But before that was the case, clipping was a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because we've got the likes of Hover.
Yeah.
People who like to push Hover. We've got the likes of a lot of people just use clipping as their main source of after stream content.
Oh yeah, advertising purposes. You want to, for some reason, just see me deep throat a bottle of Jaeger. That's funny. That'll happen at some point, and it'll be clipped, and then it'll be put on the internet because why not? Like, yeah, we do stuff like that all the time. I think as streamers, we kind of rely on clips to create our own sort of ads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not going to hit someone with an hour-long stream for one funny bit. It's like,
no.
Here's 20 seconds of me making a fake phone call about a guy who's never heard of Mick Gordon before, the guy who makes all the Doom music and the up-and-coming Russian horror simulator game. I forgot the name. Germs will probably chuck it in chat for me. So it's like, it's just fucking like, how do you not get the core systems? What does YouTube have? Clipping. What does Twitch have? Clipping. What does Facebook have?
Nothing.
Rash. A fucking rash that's moving, so you can't even get it.
Yeah.
Atomic Heart. Thank you. Yes. Sorry, it's 26 past 11 here. You need to eat some of the balls.
Some of them.
Some of them. Leave some for Minthonzo. So the first issue I had was there's no clipping. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll figure it out myself. I'll make it work myself. Second issue I had was there's no Dream Deck support.
Yeah.
On Facebook. So if you've gone out and bought all the streaming equipment, like a Stream Deck, God forbid you bought a Stream Deck XL, like a big, if you bought multiple of them, you dumbass.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
No.
It doesn't work. There's no API for it to talk to Facebook. It's what? For a streaming platform, I don't understand how they can't have things like a Stream Deck supported. It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Third issue, right? There's a couple. Third issue is the audio system for monitoring music and sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, you get told at the end of the stream, "Oh, we heard a bit of shit. Maybe don't do it again." Bad boy, fuck off. All good, whatever. You get caught with something playing, and it's if it's popular enough, like if it's something that's released in this generation, like I'm talking anything like Beyonce or The Weeknd or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that I listen to Beyonce. Get out of here, anyone thinking that shit. Stop. So, like, if you get caught with something relatively, recent, your Facebook your Facebook Stream Dash will pop up and say, hey, guess what? We've found a match for the music that you're listening to. You have two options. You can continue to stream, or you can stop the stream and restart. If you continue to stream, we will no longer be pushing your stream to new viewers.
Okay.
So you can just continue with the amount you've got now and hope for the best, or you can stop your stream, restart the stream. Now, that problem falls into two additional issues. Well, sorry, one additional issue in there for me. The music collection monitoring system's a bit shitty. And then the fix for that, the way Facebook does their streaming, is you need to go to a streaming page on Facebook, your stream admin page. You need to set up the stream, how you want it to go. Then you need to go live to that page, So it goes, you've set up your page, waiting for you to go live. You go live, it says, cool, you're now live. Now you can click go live on Facebook and we will start broadcasting your stream to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unlike Twitch, where you go live and you're live and you read your credit card details while booking flights to the US on the internet and get turned into a sticker. So it has its benefits for that thing. But if something fucks out, you've got to go through and reset everything up, make sure it goes back to, back to how you had it, reset up all your blurb, all your tags, your game, everything. And then you can go live again.
Yep.
Now, that's fine. It's happened to me once or twice. Sure, not a problem. Yes. What do you mean I'm live? Thank you. Sure. Okay, it happens. Sometimes there's a song in a game, oh, bugger, okay, I've got to stop and restart the stream.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be such a problem if, say, for example, and we'd seen this come through the Discord that we're a part of for it, someone who was playing GTA roleplay, and I think I mentioned this last time, someone was playing Grand Theft Auto RP, and because Rockstar had licensed from the Los Angeles library of sound effects or whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
They had rented a sound of a siren for a fire engine. Now, everyone who knows Grand Theft Auto knows cops and shit, fire and explosives and, sirens and fucking woo and all that weird shit. That's going to happen a lot. Someone in the group got pinged for that, and they got a takedown, restart your stream, and demonetized for that stream because they used that sound effect. It's all been corrected, right? It's all been sorted, not a problem. They raised it with Facebook. They said, oh, this shouldn't have happened. No shit, it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And it's all been sorted, but it's like...
That's just crazy talk. Like, I cannot even fathom that. Like, and the thing is that, like, they have no need. There's nothing that requires them to change anything about this, No. Like there is nothing in Facebook's mind where they need to do anything about this whatsoever, except, just say, oh, soz. Like there's literally no incentive at all. Like there's zero incentive.
I've had streams back when I did like 7-8 hour streams, the long ones. I've had streams that have come back, and because of, well, I actually don't know why. I raised it to Facebook, and they've said, "Oh, sorry, we've reverted it. It's now it's all good. Don't worry about it."
Mm-hmm.
But random, it's like YouTube. If you put a claim on someone's content, the monetization can go to you. I've done 7 or 8 hour streams where I've had notifications saying, Eduardo Julio Gonzalez the 78th has put a claim. I'm not shitting you. I've had content creators from fucking Argentina and Mexico, like people who are big over there, and you do a Google on it and you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
I've had reports of that saying that they've put a copyright claim on your entire stream.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And as someone who
hasn't happened since.
It's like for me, and I know you're a similar boat too, like you use it for income and whatnot.
At the moment, yeah.
Like for someone to take that and like just take it, just because, like, yeah, that's not fantastic at all. That's the opposite of fantastic.
No. So that was, as we started the stream tonight, as we started this episode tonight, you see, obviously, so how's it going? Versus when we last spoke was, hey, I'm moving to Facebook. This is what's going to happen. This is now after 2 months. And I can tell you now that the teething issues beforehand were very tedious. However, now knowing that I can stream other stuff elsewhere and have gaming on Facebook, I've found that I've lowered my gaming amount to 3 hours. Streams are roughly around 3 hours on Facebook, starting at 6 p.m. New Zealand time to whenever the last round of the game finishes around 9.
Yep.
Great. I get a huge push. I get all kinds of support. The algorithm loves it because it's between that kind of sweet spot. I did find when I was going, 6 hours that there would be a ramp up to about 3-4, and then it would just eat shit like it was going out of fashion. it would just crash down to 1 or 2 viewers.
That's not good at all.
And that's it. It would just die, and then it would slowly come back again. But because it was good, and then it dropped, the drop would upset the average. So, the trend was no longer, you're good to go. It was, you're pretty fucking mediocre. So, reducing it from longer to shorter is definitely a case of more is less over there. As well as Fortnite no build for some reason. Jesus Christ. Shit. I switched to that game, peaked at 30.
We are running at like 3 frames a second here. I don't know if it's just me or not, but we are running very low here. Is that better or worse? Or I haven't done anything different.
You're smooth now.
I literally am running nothing in the background at all. It wasn't like this before.
No, it was fine before.
Looks smooth to you? Okay. Are you sure you're just not used to my streams being scuffed as fuck? Because that's a possibility. Okay, we're back now. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. That's always been a thing on Facebook. I remember 3 hours was a sweet spot, although max stream time was 4 hours back then. Yes, it was. When they bought out the whole gaming side of things, Lukey, they've bumped it up to 12 hours as max. Which still was a bit, like everyone else, Twitch, YouTube, 48 hours. Yeah. If you do a consistent stream for 48 hours, then they'll reset your session. 12 is a bit...
Yeah.
But now, don't get me wrong, right? I may be coming across as...
to the Anchor Club!
This is a bit average. It's not the best. When I do stream there, now that I've had that teething issue sorted, it's very much a case of, okay, yeah, it's just streaming in another platform, whatever. I am going to have to rebuild a lot of community. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
You move from one to another, you're going to lose loyal viewers. You're going to lose some people based on it. And I accepted that a long time ago. I'm back to about, I calculated out to about, I've been streaming 4 years. I'm now down to about where I was 18 months into my journey. So, 2.5 year hit, roughly.
Yeah. So does that mean that, so now once all the issues kind of settle down and you make a firm decision on whether you just throw the shit in the bin or not, do you foresee yourself like trying to repair the trend? You know what I mean? Like trying to fix the missed sort of opportunity? Or do you feel like you now will need to maybe create a new identity or because like the thing is with all content on the internet, like I know it for real is I'm in the process right now whether or not I just bin my YouTube channel completely and start fresh with like a new one, because I know that after a certain amount of time with watch time and clicks and everything like that, it starts to affect you for new viewership. I'm in a bit of a low point right now where I'm not getting a lot of new viewers into my Twitch streams, and that is algorithmic as well. So the question, I suppose, is that because you took such a time away from Twitch, does that now mean you're going to have to start fresh? Or you're going to try to resolve the kind of the issue? Because this is important for people who are looking to make the jump. The people who have made the jump and are now looking to jump back. Because as we all know, YouTube is algorithmic as one example. And I know Twitch has a similar kind of back end thing, where if you're not performing, they don't want to give you the option to perform more. And if you've had a lengthy period away, plus people are fickle as shit too, and that if you've abandoned them, which is not the case. In fact, it's probably the opposite. They're the ones that have decided not to come and watch you, but you're the bad guy because you abandoned them when when they were watching you happily every day on Twitch, whatever the case may be. Do you now go, okay, well, maybe I rebrand and maybe I change my stuff a little bit, maybe start a new gimmick, because you have all the tools. You've learned a lot in your experience here. Is there maybe the thought process of, say, archiving Reflex as a page and then creating Reflex Gaming or something different on top of that, and then starting afresh? And then if you get a bit of a then you can slowly like reintegrate back to your original account, or do you think maybe I don't know? It's an interesting question for you guys. So
I actually started as Reflex Gaming.
yeah,
And then dropped the gaming and moved to just this. So it's funny you should say that. And also funny you should say about the people that, feel abandoned / abandoned me. I got some people I wish I could fucking abandon, but they're like a rash as well. Can't get rid of the cunts. Bastards. People. Can't say that.
There you go.
Thank you. So some people will hear me say that and go, I know who he means.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it on stream. Don't even try. $30 though. Get you the name. No, he called it. All good. Definitely all about Around. Absolutely everything is about Around. That is a good question. Would I park it and start something new? Honestly, I just don't think I care enough.
Mm-hmm.
I know for some people, this is the difference on whether or not there is food on the table.
That's me.
Yep, yourself. People like Pistilli, group of people I work with over at Go to Game, who are the partnered company that got me into Facebook. They're all, a lot of them there do this as a job, so they've got a lot more to take into consideration. If I was at that point, I think I would definitely be considering, I would be thinking a lot further ahead than I was for going to Facebook. I'd been considering moving to a platform for a while. I'd started restreaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time to see how the pickup was on a YouTube channel. To be honest, I probably shouldn't had done it to my YouTube channel that I had already, because algorithmically it was dead. And I just got a lot of weird clickbait Filipino ads. It was just strange.
Nice.
Yeah, not the good ones either. Like, definitely not Ladyboys, which is what I was looking for. So. Ladyboy.
I'm not picking up your mic too well at the current angle.
I miss my Ladyboy Julio. Is that better?
That's better. Now I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, good. So, definitely didn't just say that out loud. So would I park it and start again? Honestly, I think if I was going to, I probably would.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it for the sense of this time I'm going to start again and really drive for it and push it harder, which also gives me the other side as well. I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm a systems engineer, security analyst, systems architect, cloud architect. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
This was just something I did as a hobby after work. I'd play some games. Shit, if I can make some coin off it by people subscribing, meet some new people, hang out, all that, fucking brilliant. Why not?
Yeah.
It's only because losing the job and COVID and all that shit that this really took the turn it did in the direction it went.
Yeah.
I'm looking for work now. I need to get back into the workforce for reasons I can't say at the moment.
Yeah.
However, #161. Those of you know what that is. You know what that is. We'll be back into that soon, but realistically, yeah, I just don't think I have the go for it at this point. I would just drive this channel into the ground.
Yeah,
pretty much. Again, when I came back to Twitch after about a month and a half off, about 6 weeks off, and did my mix last week, I had about 20 people there, 25 people there I peaked at, some new, some old. So it didn't seem like it was too done and dusted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might not have been long enough. Might have just been he's fallen off his chair and hurt his leg and now he can't sit properly. So now he's got to take some time off.
Yeah.
Someone else is going to get extremely butthurt by that.
Well, good.
Man, I'm just on fire tonight. Holy shit. Inside jokes left, right, and center.
Right. It sucks for people who aren't inside. You're just outside.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not doing it on purpose, but honestly, it's just the bane of my fucking existence sometimes. And it's just bleh, it just
Yeah.
comes out, and it is So, inside jokes aside, it's I think realistically, I'm just going to run it into the ground regardless of what happens. When I do get back into work,
Yep.
that's why I've also making the conscious decision to drop from 6 hours to 3 hours back to how it was back when I was working.
Yep.
So that way, the algorithm's not going to take an absolute shit on me and go, "What the hell? Why have you halved everything?" It's kind of been started off as that, so it knows what to expect from me in a way. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense. Like, and it's interesting to hear from another perspective because, like, if I don't think I would ever be in the position where I think I'm going to shift over at this point. There was a time where I thought I would, but there are a bunch of people I know in chat who may definitely have thought they were going to move over, and now maybe their decision is a little bit adjusted there. I know people like Lukey Bangers wanted to come back to streaming at some point with Facebook gaming. Lukey Bangers is also a diehard bleed blue Facebook gaming kind of person, so I don't think that will particularly sway that. But it's definitely good to know. Like, it's definitely worth knowing, I think, because it allows us to make a bit more of an informed decision. Because at the end of the day, we don't really have. Like, there's nowhere that really gives you the answers on this. You can look all over the internet and people are like, oh, yeah, it's amazing. I love Facebook gaming. As a Facebook gaming partner, wristies galore. And then on the other side of it, it's like, no, don't do that. No, don't do that ever. That's bad. And, it's just a lot of misinformation. And because it's all advertising. It's all to sell the product. So you can't really get a straight kind of answer on any of it. So it's good to know. It's good to know that that's kind of it is expected in a way. Like, I kind of feel like, oh yeah, that was what you always thought was going to be the case anyway. Like, there was never a point where I thought, oh yeah, Facebook is going to be this like trend-setting whole new world kind of thing. I kind of always felt like maybe people would get to a point on there where they would then either quit streaming, get big, or just fizzle, and honestly, that's the same with all live streaming. We see that here on Twitch too. People will get to a point where they don't grow any further and they either just completely shut down or they just kind of ebb out, But so that's good to know. And I think that the people in the chat who are interested in that whole situation will now have a better bit of knowledge as it comes to it. So thank you. Thank you for being like a test dummy, I suppose, for a lot of people as well, because, we wouldn't have had it otherwise.
Like I said, whether it's, whether I'm doing it for a job or doing it as a hobby, I am the ambulance at the bottom of the hill. I am primarily here on this, ethereal plane to fix other people's fuck-ups. So, what I do.
You're like... It's funny because at the end of the day, it's like we can't really. There's no limit. There's no marker for success. You can't say, "Hey, all right, you're going to succeed because of X, Y, Z," and if you do X, Y, Z, it will work 100% every time. People like me, like when I first started streaming, everyone's like, "What are you doing? Who did you blow? Why is it working so well?" Like, whereas I've been streaming for like 4 or 5 years and I have half the viewership. What did Shippy do? And it's like, man, it's perfect storm bullshit. It's like right place, right time. Something I did helped. Whatever it was what people needed. And I'm seeing a downturn now myself, so it's not like I'm some untouchable fucking like god when it comes to this, because I'm definitely seeing a downturn now. And it's like you can't predict what's going to work. So if you don't actually throw shit at the wall, nothing will stick anyway. You have to throw the shit in the first place. Not saying you're necessarily
ask me how pasta works.
How does pasta work?
Just talking about throwing shit at the wall and making it stick. I recently released a video on my Instagram and Snapchat of how to tell when pasta is cooked.
Yep, that is how pasta is
cooked.
Yep.
Yeah, if pasta is ready, you can throw it at the wall and it'll stick.
And that's how you know you're an ethnic.
Yep, and the the punchline of the joke was, I threw a plastic container at the wall with pasta in it.
Good. Did it stick?
No, because I threw it at a window.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. How to tell your wait, I can't say that on this. It's really weird. That one word that all Australians use, apparently it's like almost as bad as the N word in America and in Europe. Europe particularly. Wog.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently you're not allowed to say it. I get people in the UK, there's someone who's watching right now who cringed when I said that because they don't like it over there at all. And who knew? Like, we have a movie called The Wog Boy. It's normal here. But that's how you know you've got that ethnicity, is when you've ever thrown a pasta against the wall, any kind of pasta, and it sticks. Absolutely. So, all right, enough said, right? Enough said when it comes to this. We have a direction now. You've got your time before you make a decision here, obviously. But I think either way, you know, you're going to end up having like a good path forward. You know, like if you decide to keep doing it, good. If you decide to move on, good. Like I would like to see you back on here doing this stuff like all the time again, because, you know, I know that it can breed good community and it can breed good results. Absolutely. And, you know, all that stuff that I think we need as streamers is more likely here. Even though you go onto Facebook gaming front page, it's like, wow, 40,000 people watching, hooray. You know, like...
On that, though, I found a little Filipino dude playing PUBG Mobile on his cell phone to like 6,000 viewers.
Yeah.
The fuck? It wasn't even talking to chat. He was just sitting there playing PUBG Mobile on his phone.
Doing my classic.
The resolution was like 240 by 1.
Yeah.
And he had so many viewers. And then I'm sitting here with like multiple thousands of dollars worth of streaming equipment and studio setup.
Yep.
And I get 2 people that mouth breathe.
I mean, y'all have seen me do it a million times, like my like low energy streamer thing, and that's honestly like I have no idea what's going to happen when I push this button the way I've set things up. But like, you know, I will sit here and I'll be doing my zooms and my haha funny memes, and I'll be really interactive with chat, and then I'll go on to like somewhere else, and someone will literally just be sitting there like this, like. Like, not saying a word, not doing anything for anyone at all, and they'll have thousands upon thousands of people, like, doing their thing. But, you know, at the end of the day, who knows what the story is before that? Who knows how they came up? Who knows, you know, maybe they were big into just chatting, and then they grew to a point where they couldn't talk anymore. Or maybe it's just fucking luck. Or maybe it's view botting. Or maybe it's follow botting. I've seen so much of that in recent times. Like, I've seen... For people who legitimately, and no hate, because I love all my friends, but people who legitimately would never have these numbers, sitting at like 600 people in their streams, and then I go in there and I sit in their chat and I see in the space of 15 minutes, 10 words from the same person. Like, and then on the, you know, and I'll look at like another one's follow count, and I'll be like, yo, this person here. I had more followers last month, and this month they're at like almost double and a half of the follower count. Now I've got 5,000 people on my page, like, you know, but there's no way, because you look at the viewer count, and the viewer count is like, you know, 40, 30, and it's like, okay, if there was like a double in followers and they had like a double in viewership or a triple in viewership, makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot of dodgy, a lot of fucking dodgy. Oldmadebigfollows.com.
Few people on TikTok as well. I don't follow or watch TikTok, can't stand it.
Yeah. But
there's like a couple of people who every now and then you get one cross posted to Facebook and some shit's there, and it's like, oh yeah, let's check out this person's stats. For like 2 years, you know, one or two, maybe 5 if it's a good day.
Yeah.
And then fucking 12K.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck you did?
Yeah.
No way in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I joined an agency. Okay. Horse shit. No. Fuck out. Go. I mean, keep going.
I'll have an agency if you're going to... I've got a pretty active chat. Y'all want to send an agency my way and get me 40,000 people in my stream... and I'll still have those 50 people talk. I'm okay. Let's do that. At least then I can reach out to sponsors and be like, yo, I got 40,000 people in my stream. Give me the blowies, like oh, that's fine. Like I can live with that. But yeah, like I look at it and it's like I put a lot of work in, and I know you do, and I know plenty of other people do as well. And to see some of that shit, man, it's dicey. It's real dicey. And that's unfortunate because it takes out the honesty in what we do.
Yeah.
And it's actually a pretty good segue to where I wanted to go sort of in the next thing. So the thing I talked about being fucking garbage, right? I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. I said it's going to be fucking garbage, and it is. And I'm pretty sure I can get away with pushing this button here. But let's talk about Twitch's boost train, because man. What happens is Twitch integrates this thing where they're like, yo, you guys, if you want to, you can spend real life money. If you spend real life money to boost your mates. So if you've got a person you watch all the time, you can throw a couple of bucks their way and you can create like a hype train / boost train for them where we'll put them on the front page and all of a sudden they're fucking super famous and successful. All that kind of stuff, right? Problem is, all that happened is that people trolled Twitch and were like, let's just put a bunch of cocks on Twitch. And they did. That has made completely boosted a bunch of porn streaming sites. So Twitch was inundated with this boost train, porn train, where essentially they just had like a few channels that constantly live stream like hardcore sex. They pushed it to the front page.
I heard there was a small press release within Amazon where they actually had to update the name of the project to Dollars for Dicks because it was just no matter what you did, dicks.
Yep.
It was incessant.
Yep. And it was like all over the front page so badly that someone caught it and they were like, oh, oops. Okay. Well, yeah, we can't do that. So yeah, it's gone. It's gone. And hopefully with any luck, it's gone for fucking ever because it's an absolute ridiculously horrible thing. Like it was never
going to work.
It doesn't serve anyone.
People are going to just do it, and then people are going to abuse it.
It serves the people who are already famous and successful. Because man, sure, if I'm making $100,000 a month doing this shit, I'll throw 20K into it myself. I'll boost it up, and then next month I'll make 200K. I'll be on the front page 24/7 if I had the facility to. So yeah, it's bullshit, and they really did ask to be trolled themselves. So a bit of a win for the trolls there, a bit of a loss for Twitch overall. It was so self-serving. Like if you looked at it, we got to a point where we were where it was offensive to people like myself who work really hard on their streams because it's like, all right, fucking fine. I get it. Yeah, if you want to boost, I can ask my community, but then I don't get the money. Twitch gets the money. Yep. So it's like, I love my people. My people have kept my family fed, my baby in nappies, all that shit. Like for the past 2 years, I wouldn't literally not be surviving. Right now, last month was such a bad month that this month we're waiting till the 15th so that we can go buy food. So Twitch, when I mean Twitch keeps us alive, it keeps us alive. And then, so what do you want me to say? You want me to say, all right, so for the people I'm already fucking grateful for, I'm already like, thank you so much for spending money to keep us fed and all that kind of stuff. But also, if you want to spend more, if you want to just spend more that I don't even get, Twitch gets it. Sure, give Twitch, Amazon, give Bezos some more money, but not Shippy, not the person who's entertaining at all. And to me, that's fucked. Like that is just straight up the worst.
The whole thing is fucked. It's pay to win that has also hit an element of whoops. How did we not see this happening? Like the streamer doesn't get anything. Like already Twitch's amount that they take from subs is more than it should be.
Yeah.
And it's not like they can go, a couple of days where it's like, oh, you know what? Go on then. take the whole lot. You deserved it, chat.
Yeah.
Nah, they're just going to say, get fucked. Puppet
Yep.
Bezos needs new headshine. And I'm
Yep.
like, fine, whatever. Facebook, right? You're over at Facebook, and this is a plus, one of the few. This is a plus over at Facebook. If you are a partner with Facebook, you get 100% of the sub money you make.
Yeah.
Someone subs, you get every dime, right? And if you're doing well, do you know what Facebook will do? Do you know what Facebook will do?
What do they do? What
Tell
do they
me.
do?
Ask me. Yeah, this is what
What
they
do
do.
what do they do?
They'll fucking triple it, right? Someone subs to you. Hey, bro, you've done well. Have double or triple on us. You know, this is how you get
Bit of these
zucked.
ones.
But it's
Bit
the
of
good
these.
kind of zuck.
Yep. Yeah.
Now we're all getting zucked off under the table. It's like, bro, like, come on.
But the handover is
Bitch.
exposure, isn't it? Like the handover is the fact that Twitch will push you to more people, and those people will be more inclined to subscribe. Whereas I look at Facebook and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. What the fuck are stars? Like, you know, like you know,
I
like
get stars and I don't even know how to claim them and get paid.
yeah, yeah, and that's the thing is that you look at Facebook from like because Facebook has been a free, accessible tool, much like YouTube has its whole time, right? So when it comes to Facebook, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. It's still free though, right? And you have this intrinsic brain that just says, okay, if I'm watching content on YouTube, if I'm watching content on Facebook, I don't have to pay for it. It's free. Haha, funny cat fall over. Like, but when you come to Twitch, there is a innate expectation that we're gonna eventually, if you like what you see, you can do this. There's a button right there. If you'd like, Garn, you wouldn't. You're scared. You're fucking real scared. You won't push the button to subscribe. Like there's this real, you know, you understand that it will happen if it happens. Whereas for the other ones, it's not like that. So, yeah, that's the handoff because it really is a matter of, all right, so you either do get a lot of viewership and eventually you get paid for it, but you get paid like out of $9 or $8, you get paid $3, or you get potentially a decent viewership and 100% of the money, but they won't subscribe because they don't think they have to. So yeah, that's the bit that sucks.
It's a gamble, like just no matter what you do. Like it was sold to me as, whereas Twitch, like you'll throw bits, but you know the thing that shows more love for someone is dropping gift subs.
Yeah,
right. Bits are bits. Bits are like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Facebook subbing's a bit kind of fucky wucky in the way that it's completely fucking fucked.
Yeah.
If someone drops a gift sub, so you know that's all cool. Someone drops a gift sub, you know, not a problem.
Yeah.
That gift sub has to be given to someone, and then that person has to accept the sub before it shows on your stats. You still get paid for it, right? You still get the money out of it.
But it doesn't show as a stat.
If you're counting, like, hey, we've got a goal of getting to 20 subs, it's like, cool. How many are you at? 17. It's like, well, actually, you're not, but the numbers are a bit kind of, hey, how you going? So it's like...
So, like, for example, like something like this, like that I have, like, that wouldn't affect it until such time as it actually goes ahead. Like, you know, you wouldn't get, like, a visual notification for it until they accept it.
They have to accept it, yeah.
That's part of the hype, though, you know, especially because like, I can say, hey, guys, you know, the sub we're at 400, like we were, like, before because I do mine at the start of the month, I reset it regardless of how far through we are, and I go month to month rather than 15th to the 15th. I go from the 1st to the 1st, and I think we're at like 400 and something on the 1st. So I'm like, all right, we're at this amount right now. This is how many we've got, and then the next day when it gets reset back to nothing, it's like, all right, our first goal is 60, you know, and then that allows people to be like, oh yeah, I want to get involved in that. Let's go. I want to get, you know, we'll push to the next one, you know, and there's an incentive to that when you get Vegeta yelling at you constantly, because that's my sub alert with the voice acting that I do. You know, like, you know, as soon as you start to hear that rolling through, and, you know, like, you know, the one thing I say it always keeps. Like, as soon as you start getting that going through, people get hyped and they get excited for it and they want to see more. So if you don't have that as a thing that occurs, like instantly the hype to subscribe is like reduced significantly. Because people want to get involved. That's why hype trains are so good. Hype trains are so good because people look at it, they're like, oh, you know what? I was probably going to give like a couple of subs anyway at some point this month, you know, because I like this person, I like their content. But then they're like, oh shit, there's a hype train and it's at level 4 and it just needs 5 more. Like, you know, like. Bah!
Good thing I fucking love trains.
Yeah, I fucking love trains so much. Like, but that's what happens because people get invested and they want to see your reaction, like me, pretty much like falling off my chair when people do the stuff they do. Because it honestly, like I said, it saves us. It saves us from a time where we don't get we get to eat food. You know, so I'm appreciative of everybody who does that. But growing that hype is important for any streamer. Like, and that's not being self-serving. It's not being a piece of shit or anything like that. It's literally part of the job. And some people don't remember that it is still a job. Like, unless it's just straight up your hobby, it's still a job. And it should be sort of treated as such on that side. I was reading an article today, and it's like we need to normalize people being okay with you being afraid for money, you know? Like, you know, like you need to normalize people being worried about how they're going to survive, and we need to normalize people being happy when someone else is actually supporting them, you know? Rather than this thing at the moment where you almost get in trouble for being happy that someone's gifted you a sub. You almost get in trouble for saying, guys, thank you so much because I don't know how we'd live without you. You know, like they're like, fuck you. You know, you're money hungry, even though it's not true. Yeah, it's almost like a resentment that comes out of it. And yeah, we need to sort of fix that whole ethos because it's just bad.
Actually, a little bit on that note, which kind of hit me today, actually this week. So my parents, as most parents are of my parents' generation, you know, what do you mean you're making money playing video games and people watch you? Like, who would do that? Now, my mum still don't get it. Yeah, makes sense. My mum. My dad, now he's a technophobe to a degree, but he works for Cisco. General manager of sales for New Zealand, so he's quite high up at Cisco. He called me. He messaged me the other day. He's like, hey. Have you heard of Riot Games?
Oh my God.
No, father, I haven't. I gave him a bit of a ribbing for it, and I was like, they're the ones that have that lol of legs or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm talking about Wild Rift. And I was like, okay, yeah, so Wild Rift's the mobile version of League of Legends. And I actually told him about the technophobe working for Cisco. Yeah, sales. It just goes to show you don't need to know anything about what you're selling. You just need to make the pretty words make sound.
Yes.
Worked for him.
It's honestly how it works with everything.
Yep. So he, you know, we had a bit of a back and forth. I actually ended up telling him that when I was running tournaments for Game On Australia, I was live in front of 35,000 people on Twitch hosting a Valorant tournament, which is another game that Riot have made. Yeah. As well as League of Legends being, you know, one of the biggest MOBAs in the world. I don't understand MOBAs. I see the hype around them. I see why people get into them, but it's just not for me. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, cool. And I was like, so why the sudden interest in all this? He's like, turns out a guy that works in the Wellington office that sits next to him. I live in Wellington. We live in Wellington. Guy sits next to him was the guy that designed, you know, infrastructure, designed and architected the back-end networking systems that League of Legends Wild Rift runs on, the mobile game. And because of how well Cisco ran it, Riot are now using Cisco for coming events. Yeah. And we actually sat down and had a chat about it. And I was like, you are aware of, like, you know, how big Riot is and how big the MOBA genre of game is. Like, you've got Dota 2, you've got League of Legends, you've got Teamfight Tactics, you've got that other one that Blizzard decided to crucify. No, sorry, that's all of its stuff. My mistake.
Yep. No, wrong thing.
Yeah. So we had a chat about it, and it was kind of one of those things where I got off the phone, I sat down, and I'm like, motherfucker, I think he's just clicked. Like, as to how big these things can be. Like, I went to IEM in Sydney, a CSGO tournament out of Sydney, a couple of years back. Parents were like, the fuck you going to a stadium for to watch people play video games? That's fucking weird.
Yep.
Went to ESL 1 in New York. It's like, you're going to New York to go and watch people play video games.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're going to be in New York anyway. And anyway, whatever. So now that my dad sat down and actually spoke with this guy and actually sat down and met with Riot and a few other people that were involved, he's like, sorry, how much was the prize pool?
Yep.
And yeah, he just kind of went, it was an eye-opening moment for him to sit there and go, huh, people are actually really into this.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
me being me, I've asked to whatever he can, being, I've got obviously servers and shit behind me.
Yeah.
Whenever he can, if there's anything he can share, let me know. I'd love to see, what kind of stuff goes into the back end, because it's really interesting to me. And
absolutely.
Riot's not a small company, and neither is Cisco. And for a gaming company to be partnered with, one of the world's, I think it is still the world's biggest networking company, based out of an office in Wellington where I fucking live with my dad.
Yeah.
I don't live with my dad. That sounded bad. It's like, Jesus, you'd be crazy not to get in on this.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's
absolutely.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
That's stupid good. And like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, now you're kind of in a situation where at least they get it, like, because like my parents, they don't understand it at all. They're like, but how come you don't hate your job? How come you don't like slave over a wage? Because, how come you're not a victim? How come you're not a victim to money like we have been our whole lives? What
do you mean you're happy with what you do? What the fuck?
Exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah.
So, no, that's good at the very least, Now, we did have one more thing that I wanted to discuss. However, I kind of think we're getting close to running late for time. So we'll really quickly go over this as well, because, like, I still think that it's important to talk about. But we talked about this a little bit before. It's Toff, isn't it? That's the guy's name. So Toff recently brought this to attention to a lot of streamers, and it's something that has resonated with me because I've dealt with it a lot in my time on the platform. And currently, Twitch streaming and streamers in general are struggling with a lot of trauma dumping. So people will come into your channel, and we've really established my channel as it's not a safe space. Well, it is, but it's an entertaining space, right? And the safe space is the Discord. It's the community abroad, because when you set it to just being the stream itself, there are times I've got a mate who I watch stream every day, who's a partnered streamer, and people will come in and they'll be like, this bad shit happened to me today. And that will happen no less than 13, 14 times in a single stream. Now, that is a lot for anybody to have on their head, right?
It is.
And I know that when I was doing it, like when I was being really, really into people's like situations and really trying to invest myself and make sure that everyone was doing well, I know that I personally went through some like really rough moments, like really mentally taxing moments. And it's because like you do, like, I want all my friends to be happy. And that's what people in my community are, as much as they are followers or subscribers or whatever, fans, whatever it is, they're still friends. They take the time out of their day to come watch my stream. They know that by being there,
out of your day to learn their tags.
Exactly
tags,
right.
So
yeah.
You've been here before. Hey, bro. Yeah.
So you establish like camaraderie with them because they know that you're providing a service to them in the sense that you're entertaining them, and you're a person that they can talk to if they need to. But at the same time, they know that on the other side of that, what you're getting from them is their financial support, even their emotional support, whatever it might be, so there is a handoff there, right? But there is a point where it gets too much. For me, if I have a lot of people coming through, like if I have a day where I say, come and tell me about your day, and everyone's like, oh, my dog died, and then this thing happened, and then that thing happened, and then this thing happened, I'm like, man, I'm really sorry to hear that. I feel really awful that has happened. That sucks. I can't particularly handle what is happening on stream and still entertain everybody else. And as much as I want to make it about you being okay, because I want you to be okay, the best thing that you can do right now is I've got some people waiting in the mental health section of the Discord, which you can find here if they're not in it yet. Hop in there, get into a voice chat with someone. You can still be here watching and doing the thing, whatever you want to do. But if you need someone to talk to right now, the best thing is that. Because I can sit here, I can cancel the whole damn stream if you really, really want to. But I don't think you want to inconvenience, 60 other people. I don't think you really want to be responsible for bringing up something that someone else, someone else's, God forbid, someone else's dog has died today, and they just haven't said anything about it, And so now you're creating that trauma. Or maybe 10 years ago, their favorite puppy ever died. But you bringing it up on this anniversary has now recreated this trauma. It's not even about trauma dumping for me that I'm concerned about. It's trauma dumping that I'm concerned about for my community, because they don't need to be going through that shit multiple times.
No, exactly. It's like everybody has their own life. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to use Twitter for a second here. Just on that, I ended up posting something recently as well. It was just a repost, but I ended up putting a comment on it because back when I was on Twitch, it doesn't happen so much on Facebook because you don't actually get a lot of people stopping to say hi that speak English. But when I was on Twitch, absolutely, you'd get people dropping by all the time, and they may have been there one or two streams and then gone, "Oh, my nuts fell off."
Yeah.
What do you mean your nuts fell off? Like, did you know where you put them? And it's like, no, I've actually had, testicular cancer. It's like, oh,
great.
Well, fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And it's happened more than one. And I'm not laughing, not at all. I'm just laughing at the whole situation. How some people are like, oh, you're a streamer. You offer a community.
You're a psychologist.
Maybe someone in your community can help. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure someone in my community can help, but not me, who's been live for 5 minutes trying to clutch this round with 3 angry terrorists shooting at me. Yeah. But sure, give me a second.
Yeah, not me, who's worrying about OBS exploding every 42 seconds, trying to deal with everything else that comes along with streaming. Me in the real world, send me a DM, bruh. Legitimately, send me a DM, and I'll talk with you about it after the stream. I'm okay with that too. And again, this is not me trying to say, hey, if you've had a problem, please don't come in my channel at all, because I would rather you do that than hurt yourself. I'd rather you do that than cause an issue in your life. At the end of the day, if you have to do it, please come to my channel and do it. If you have to do that ever, please come to my channel and do it. All I'm saying is that there has been a recent conversation about the effect it's having on streamers. Like Toph, for example, was in a relationship, as far as I'm aware, a pretty big one, was cheated on and had a rough breakup, yeah? And then went on to Twitch to kind of have a bit of a conversation about it. To have not that, but because the internet knows everything about everyone, the internet just came in and was like, yo, purge. It might have actually been another streamer to begin with. Okay. So, yeah. Here's the thing. The situation I was not exactly correct on, but what it is that someone came in and started trauma dumping like that about a big breakup and everything. But then everyone else in the chat started to talk about their breakups and their times that things had happened. And over 11 minutes, so this wasn't even a long time. It was 11 minutes. It had caused that dump. So essentially, just as a refresh of this, because I'm kind of trying to. I did read it beforehand, but my brain is. I used to be a wrestler. My neck don't work. It's fine. So yeah, originally
Brain's further up, dude.
he had a breakup, right? That's fine. And then when he had the breakup, because everyone knows about his life, they come in, they talk about all their breakups. It took him 11 minutes to go from being okay to canceling stream.
Yeah.
Like, now, the big thing that got me was the comment that was Twitch and streaming are some of the only things that take my mind off it. And now it's getting taken away from me. Why can't this be my safe space too? And that's a really important note, is because a lot of us, we stream to escape, or we stream to create a bit of a distance between the troubles of our life and our real life, even if it's for a few hours a night. And as much as I'm sure every single person who's a streamer here would rather you come in and talk about something that's happening in your life first, before you hurt yourself or something, at the same time, it's like, if you're going through something and then someone else comes in and does it, it's just, it can escalate the situation really, really badly. I'm glad that you don't really go through it there, which is great for Facebook. Like,
well, yeah, it is and it isn't good, because it's like, what am I missing? Say someone is out there, like, who tried to find me on Twitch or whatever, or used to. What if, because I moved away, they don't know I've gone to Facebook and they were trying to find me or whatever. But for example, like, my tweet was something as simple as, I like streaming, I like having a chat, but sometimes when the entire world is going to shit, some people use it as an escape, as I've said. Sometimes escaping into someone else's problems is not what we look for.
Exactly right.
All good to have a chat, but if you come back every stream with the same problem, question mark at the end, it's like, well, I mean, like, that was more aimed at the people that would keep coming back with the same issue. And it's like, well, okay, what have you done to try and remedy this? I mean, we had a chat about it when you came here last time. And then, it gets to the point where some people are genuinely like, hey, I need help. And then there's also those that are just trauma dumping because they're just in a negative mindset, full stop. And that's all they do, no matter what channel they go to. Yeah. Plenty of people like that around the place. And it's also not just, streaming related either. It's like, you can see it in a lot of people who, just do it all through life. Like, for just a small example quickly, for those of you who know us, myself and my wife have been going through IVF treatment. No news yet, working on that. Yeah. But when the first one went through, and we found out that, it hadn't been successful, obviously myself and my wife were quite upset. We had someone living with us at the time and, saw that my wife was upset and, I was upset, and he comes in and goes, well, if it makes you feel any better, a friend of mine just gave birth to a stillbirth. And I'm like, how the fuck? What? It's like, people just don't think about how, that level of something may affect other people without putting two and two together. Yeah. Like, oh, I see you're upset. Here's something that might take your mind off it. Yeah. My problem. I'm like, no, dude, come on. I'm trying to get away from the problems. Like, back when I was big into Tarkov, when COVID all kicked off, I remember laying in bed and saying to my wife, it's like, I think I know why I'm enjoying Tarkov so much. And she's like, oh, why is that? It's like, I can't fucking go outside in the real world. Might as well go outside in a video game. And it's Russia. Haven't been there before. Plus I get to kill people. Win-win. Yeah. He's like, you're fucked. I'm like, yeah, it's true. Probably. Yeah. Probably. So, probably. Get in line with other people who say the same thing. So it's like, I use it for an escape personally. And there are days where I just don't want to stream because, a couple of weeks ago, I literally sat with my hand on the go live button going, fuck, am I going to be babysitting today? Like, what? I just want a break from the break. Like, so yeah, I completely get it. I do completely get it when people are saying like, dude, I'm more than happy to be your friend and to help you. But, you can text me, DM me, Snapchat me. If you're really desperate, call me. Yeah. But like, I can't bring your dead cat back. I can't sew your grandma's leg back on. Like, I'll give it a go, but I'm not very good. No, exactly right. And look, that's just...
It is just how it is, and having the knowledge in your brain that sometimes people are going to come in and be that way is fine, you know. But it can get to a point where you just have no energy left. And I knew that it went for a time there where that amount of like trauma dumping affected me to the point that I got down and almost out about it. But there can be a real positive to it too, especially if you have someone come back. Like I had friends who left for a bit because they were having some home troubles, and they came back and like, just letting you know, I found a new house, having a big boon, everything's going great. Thank you, you know, like, and that's great too. So, yeah. Obviously, if you're having trouble, I don't know if we have a lifeline command here, but if you are experiencing any trouble, there are plenty of places you can go, plenty of websites that you can find if you need support.
Google will detect where you're searching from. If you search Lifeline, it'll find you the nearest Lifeline phone number for your country. And
please don't suffer alone. Like if you need to speak to someone, please do. I guess that's a down, really, to end the thing on, but let's bring it up a little.
Really. I mean, we're here to help, but just, you know, no win. Win. We're not saying fuck off. I mean, if we want you to fuck off, we'll tell you. Don't worry. We will do that.
Yeah.
Off. But
yeah, no, absolutely.
You're not alone.
No. And that's one of the big things that streaming does give you as well, is that it gives you a friend on tap. It gives you a person to talk to anytime you want. And we are here for that too. So yeah, please do keep that in mind. Speaking of streaming, so, I know Facebook is being Facebook, but let's give you the rundown. Where, if people are looking, can they find you on the internet?
Pornhub, no. fb.gg/reflex_NZ, spelt like that, _NZ, fb.gg, because, you know, they want to make it easy for you for once. So... So throw that up. You'll get there. Also, the Tractor Reflex. Oh, also, mixcloud.com/reflex. There you go. If we're just going to throw the tractor equipment into it. I'm live Sunday through Thursday, 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. and Fridays, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. on my Twitch for live mixes.
Nice.
Otherwise, join my Discord, discord.reflex.com, or follow me on Twitter, _reflex_, and I'll post all updates and notifications there.
Super
That's basically me.
Super easy. And mine as well, just because, you know, I'm also here. Most people know, I guess, already, but if you don't, everywhere that you can find anything, you will find me at The Warship, except for Twitter, where it is _Warship. I also have one of those link tree style gimmicks that I use. Was that link dot? I forget how you do it. I think it's there. Yeah, there. If you want to find me on the internet, do the thing. Do this thing here. Click this one, and then just click like on all of the things. Why not, right? It doesn't cost you nothing. Agent S, how you doing, by the way? We are just about to wrap up for the day. But yeah, like
just on the links here as well. I've just dropped mine in chat too. Links.reflex.com.
Yep.
That'll take you to my regulars where you'll find me and all that jazz too.
Yeah, excellent. So I guess at the end of the day, we've covered over a lot of stuff here. Can't see the OnlyFans there. Shit, I'll add that next time. I'm sorry. That's
Different
fine.
link, sorry.
I forgot. That's my NSFW one. That's my nude grounds, not Newgrounds, if you know that reference.
Yeah, something tells me you're a fan of Stick Death over there too.
Oh man, I'm an Ego Raptor guy through and through, I have to say.
Good shit.
Metal Gear.
Fucking brilliant.
But yeah,
I'm going to hit that.
for me, The Warship, for Reflex over here, is a Streamaholic. I'm a Streamaholic, and now you're all Streamaholics too. Please stick around for the raid, because I don't know how to do it. I'm not allowed to, but the rest of the people in here, they can do it. Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that show. And if you want to make sure that you stay up to date with everything that Game On Oz has to offer here on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button. That's the best way